Hey, what's going on, collective? I wasn't planning on doing a message tonight. It's been a very busy week, but I've been kind of going through a couple of new Oracle decks and basically getting my energy kind of in them, getting acclimated with them, and there's a message coming out. So, okay, so this I'm in my dining room. My living room's over here. So, you get the view of my Christmas tree. How about that? I'm not in my tarot room because I wasn't planning to do a reading. But something's come out and I feel like this is a message for somebody, okay? If it's not for just one person, then it's for a overall collective. I am noticing through some of the comments, and just in general, the people that I'm around, uh, they're weathering a storm right now, and the wind is really strong here in my area right now, so you might hear it. So you may or may not. It depends. But some of you, so the first card out from my Moonlit Legends Oracle deck, we have the new moon in Pisces. So some of you have really wild imaginations, right? I feel like I'm talking to a collective of people or just one person. You take it as it resonates. Always take what resonates and throw out what doesn't. But I'm talking to somebody or a group that has an extremely strong imagination. You can literally sit in your house, and you see yourself laying on a beach, or you see yourself up on stage, singing professionally. Your imagination is that strong. You're holding a vision, a dream. And it's your intuition that is guiding you toward this. So, because your imagination is so strong, you're putting that out into the universe right now. The next card that came out was Blue Moon. We know the saying, once in a blue moon, right? So, there's an opportunity that is headed your way. So, whatever the vision is that you're holding, I only gave examples, but it's going to be different for you. It is private to you. Okay, something here is going to provide some sort of opportunity. All right, I'm going to clarify that. The next card is the full moon in Scorpio. So, Scorpio energy is very intense. It's very loyal, it's very passionate, it's very determined. It is also a transformative energy, okay? So, and it's fixed. So, Scorpio energy is very fixed. There's something you need to let go of, or there's something you need to release in order for this once in a blue moon opportunity to come in. So it's almost like you don't want to miss that opportunity. And I'm going to clarify that. The next card was the full moon in Aquarius. So, what this card is saying is to surround yourself with the right people. So, whatever dream you have. So, I'm just going to give you an example. Okay. It's going to be different for everybody. I don't know. We all have different dreams, right? We all have different imaginations. But what this card is saying by connecting with the right people. So I'm just going to use the example of, say you want to be a professional singer. You want to be up on stage. You want to be that rock star, that pop star, the next Taylor Swift or Justin Bieber or whoever, right? You're not going to do that singing karaoke in a bar. So if you have a really good voice, you're not going to stay in that bar always singing karaoke, right? You're going to need to be around the Justin Biebers, right? The Beyoncés, or whatever you listen to, or whatever music you wanted to sing, if that's what the dream was, okay? That's just an example. You're going to need to surround yourself outside of that little bar singing karaoke, okay? You won't be collaborating with those people anymore. You've outgrown that stage. You've mastered the karaoke, right? You have wooed everybody in that small little bar. Now you can take this situation in an office environment, right? Or whatever environment that is to you, whatever the dream is. The last card that I have out for this one is the full moon in Leo. Well, Leo is the one that shines. Leo is the performer, right? Just like if you were on stage singing and performing, or if you were in a specific job, you're performing a different level of that job, right? So you might have outgrown a position, you've mastered it, okay? Now it's time to go to the next level. And going to the next level would be, okay, so you're going to start surrounding yourself with managers, or you're going to surround yourself with directors or VPs, right? It's putting you in the right group of people to grow towards what that imagination is, what that dream is to you. So, let's get a little more on what this blue moon, give me 1 second. The lighting in here is terrible. That's why I like being in my tarot room. I have that special light in my eyes. I don't like really bright lights. I don't mind little lights that are direct on my area. I'm not a bright light person. So that might be a message as well. Now that I'm saying that, because of the Leo card, it's like you might not like being in that spotlight. Like you've outgrown something, you're really good, but you don't like to be out on stage shining. But you've outgrown something. So that's a message as well, I think, for somebody. Yeah, it's like, okay, so there's a blessing here. So, all right, that's all right. So let's get in to this blue moon, please. There we go. Quiet moments. So right now you're in a you're in a thinking mode. Okay? It's a quiet moment for you. You're trying to gain clarity, getting better. See, so growth is a journey. So I feel like I'm talking to someone. Like I said, it was interesting. I was talking about how the lighting in here sucks. And I'll be honest with you, I'm very much like a vampire. I don't like a lot of bright light. However, I don't mind the bright light directly down on my table and the card. So I don't want it on me. I want, that's it. You don't want the spotlight necessarily on you. You want to shine the light on what it is that you dream of, what it is that you're doing. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's a behind the scene kind of person, you know, kind of like a play or a movie, right? So you've got people that are the performers, the Leos, who don't mind being out in front of the audience. And then you have everybody else, the people who make the costumes. You've got the camera guy. They're all just as important. They make the movie just as much as the actors do. So I'm talking to somebody who really likes to be behind the scenes, but is very important at what they do behind the scenes. And I feel like this is where the quiet moment comes in. You know, you like to be in solitude, you know, quietness, alone. And it's not a bad thing, but you're growing still while you're behind the scenes quiet in your quiet moments, right? You're getting better at what you do. Okay, can I get one more, please? Look at this. Okay. Can I get one more on this before we go to the Scorpio moon? One more on the blue moon. There we go. Crystal of clarity. Crystal of clarity. So it's being illuminated to you. It's sharp crystal clear. The insight from being quiet in solitude. It's like you're realizing you can still shine just like the Leo. You can celebrate your wins all while you're behind the scenes. You're gaining clarity that you are just as important with what it is you want to do, how your imagination runs wild, the dreams that you want to have. You don't have to be out on stage. You don't have to be in front of an audience. You're realizing you can be just as successful not actually being on stage. You're coming to the realization that you don't have to. You know, you may not be on stage where everybody can see you as if you were singing, dancing, or acting, right? Or in front of everybody doing a presentation in the office. whatever that situation is. You're realizing people can still notice your efforts all while you're quietly not in front of an audience. So what is this letting go? The full moon in Scorpio. Well, that was quick. Free to move. Free to move. So this is embrace your liberty. You're free to move to another level. Spirit link. Stay aligned. Stay aligned. Stay aligned with your high dreams and your ideas. Be free to move. It's okay to take a new path. The world is wide open for your journey. But you didn't have to be on stage. You didn't have to show everybody. There's two more. On your own. Adapt and thrive. Some of you have outgrown where you are. You don't even need to be with the group of people you're with right now. You are aligning with new people that are going to help you succeed with being on your own. You're going to need to adapt to the change, but you're going to thrive because this opportunity is coming in for you to get clear that you're getting better every day at what it is that you want. And it's in those quiet moments that it becomes clear to you, right? Aligning yourself with the right mentors. Some of you want to break off on your own and celebrate your victories. So that's courage as well, right? The lion is courage. It's not just about being the performer and out on stage. It's the courage. The courage to go ahead and break off on your own, doing your own thing, celebrating yourself along the way, remaining linked to your higher self. To go where it is that you want to go, to do what it is that you want to do. Remaining flexible. If you remain flexible, okay? Because if you're going to go off on your own and do something, I mean, just like bands break up, right? Let's bring that example up. You know, there's bands that break up. The singer will go off and go solo. And some of them do really well. And they find that they don't need that band that they started with. So And then some, will bring the band back together. But it's trial and error, right? And giving it the opportunity that it deserves, because your imagination is so wild. Like you already see yourself where you want to be. And now that you see yourself where you want to be, you're already manifesting it. You're putting it out there. And now this opportunity is going to be clear to you. And each step of the way, you're getting better at what it is that you're doing with the steps you're taking to be able to let go of the people that you've outgrown and to move free. Because you're able to, with the spirit link, to connect to your higher self. You're able to connect to your spirit guides that are guiding you to adapt and thrive, but you must remain flexible, right? Scorpio energy can be very fixed. So they want you to be flexible. If you're flexible, you're gonna thrive on your own. One more. Do we have anything else here, please? So I don't know who needed to hear this. Shit, you can't make it up. It says right there, go your own way. I'm hearing the song, Go Your Own Way. Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way. Trust your intuition and embrace individuality. Paving your path with courage and authenticity. Courage, the lion, celebrate. That's the last card. Go your own way. I don't know if you can see that. And it might be backwards because I'm on my phone. So I don't know who needed to hear this. This is a quick Friday message, but you've got a wild imagination. It's beautiful. Take the steps. Try it. And celebrate your victories with the courage and aligning yourself with different people. You're not a karaoke singer anymore, or whatever that means to you. It's going to be different for everybody. You belong out on stage, okay? Shining your light and performing. So I hope this was helpful. Much love and light. I will talk to you soon.